VOICEBOX is a Ticci Toby fanfiction consisting of 12 chapters and was first published on Quotev on the 29th of March 2014. Obviously, all signs point towards it being a magnum opus, so therefore I thought I would read the story together with you all, so we can dull the pain together. Each week, every Tuesday, I'll upload a new chapter. Let's call it Ticci Tuesdays. Now, it begins. VOICEBOX, a Ticci Toby love story. Chapter 11. Author's note. Hi, this is White Siren. I would like to apologize for the long wait, and apologies for the long wait for this episode as well. I was sick last week, so yay. It has been a hectic few months for me, but I'm hoping to have time to write the next chapter this weekend. Thank you, my dear pasta lovers, for your patience, and I hope you enjoy this chapter. Oh, I most certainly will. Have a great day and a happy 4th of July for any other Americans who are reading this. Okay, so just, it starts without a new paragraph or anything, it just starts in the next sentence. Alright. I woke up the next morning to the sound of yelling and things breaking. I ran downstairs to see Toby and Tsume fighting in the living room. Happy New Year's, by the way, everyone! Tsume dragged himself out of the wrecked coffee table and stood with his fists clenched. Toby, calm down, okay? I forgot what's Tsume's fucking voice again? I don't remember. Let's just go with something random. Toby, calm down, okay? Tsume had to yell to be heard over Toby's ranting. What do you think you're doing? You stole my true love from me, and now you're trying to act like we're friends. How dare you? Toby punched Tsume in the gut, sending him crashing into the wall. I snapped. I had had enough. After just getting back from that hellhole, Toby had to start crap again. Toby, stop being a little girl! You cheated on me! If I was your Touré love, you wouldn't have done that! I screamed. Everyone was staring at me. If I ran over to Toby and grabbed him by his hair and slammed him into the floor and allowed my tendrils to beat his body like a doll that a little girl no longer wanted. Voice! I heard Benna whimper. I threw Toby to the floor and walked out the door and took my anger out on a tree. Voice, you need to calm down. Oh wait, that's not Benna. Voice, you need to calm down. I looked over to see Clocky. Clocky, are you fucking kidding me? I growled. What do you want? Toby didn't cheat. I forced him to kiss me. He was trying to push me away, but I was a little stronger than he was. I wanted him for myself. She looked down. Her voice sounded like it was filled with sorrow and misery. I slammed my fist into the tree again before I attacked her. I slammed her into a tree and pinned her there. Why, Clocky? I was on the verge of tears. I love Toby and No, wait. God, it's so hard to know who's freaking talking. I love Toby and I still do, but I can tell he loves you more. She stared at the ground. I was pissed, and with one last shove I left before I lost control and killed her. I stormed over. This is obviously just damage controlling. You know, Toby and her are totally, banged. This is such bullshit. They're totally trying to bullshit out of this situation. Gosh. I stormed over to Benna's garden and found the tree that I adored and climbed up into its branches to think. I couldn't stay here. There were too many memories and I didn't want to see Toby. I didn't care about Clockwork's I didn't care about Clockwork's confession. He could have pushed her away if he really wanted to. It didn't change the fact that he let Clockwork stick her a hand down his pants. Well, then that means that she fucking raped him, and that's not good. I decided what I was going to leave. I was going to try and live a normal life away from here. I transported to my room and put in my contacts. Oh, you're so fucking... Stop wallowing in your own drama, you drama queen. Then I changed into my skinny jeans, my brand new grey hoodie, and my Converse. I grabbed my skateboard. When was it established that you had a skateboard before? and packed up most of my things into my bag. I wrote a note for Father, Dark, Benna and Tsume so they wouldn't worry about me. With one last look around my room, I turned and climbed out the window. Goodbye, friends. Dark, please don't get hurt. Tsume, take care of Benna. As for Toby, you can go rot in hell. I whispered as I wiped the tears from my eyes. I turned away from the best home I had ever known and ran to the portal, leaving Slender Woods and the creepypasta dimension behind. Finally! Time skip brought to you by Benna's Garden. There's no garden like a garden of arms. Fuck you. A few months later, I had learned a spell to make myself appear human once again. What is this, Harry Potter? I had found a nice little house and bought it with the money I had taken from my victims. Oh yes, that's how it works. And, you know, she was totally able to fucking get enough money for that. I only kill once or twice a month now, and never in my town. I spent a lot of my time riding the rails at a skate park in the human realm. I loved the skate park. Although I was usually the only girl there, this story is so fucking sexist. The boys seemed jelly that I better than them on a skateboard. I had just finished with my normal routine and decided to take a break. I flipped my skateboard up, took a quick sip of water from my water bottle, and leaned back on my bench. I pulled out my pack of cigarettes and light one. Oh, you edgy ass motherfucker, of course you smoke cigarettes. I sighed. Man, my life still seems like hell. Hey Shane, I think it was right. A teenager with dyed black hair and green eyes walked up to me as I sat there smoking my cigarette. It's Shay, and what do you want? I sighed. I felt that this kid's gonna want to fight or have me beat him at skateboarding. This is very confusing. If so, he would just be one more in a long line of losers who had their asses handed to them by me. Okay, Shay, well, me and the guys over there, he pointed to the group of guys that always were at the skate park. We wanted to know if you would like to come over to their place with us right now and party with us. I thought about it for a second. There were 5 guys, including the kid. They weren't part of the usual group of idiots who challenged me, and from what I had seen of them, they seemed like alright guys. Plus, I'm a killer, so they wouldn't live long if they tried to do anything. Oh yes, of course. Sure, why not? Sounds like fun. Time skip brought to us by Chicken Livers because I can. Fuck you. I sighed as I looked at the bloody... Fuck you, VOICEBOX. How is anyone supposed to fucking sympathize with you when you murder everyone who talks to you? I sighed as I looked at the bloody mess of bodies. They really shouldn't have touched my hat. Suck my cock, okay? So, it's reasonable for you to murder them in like the most brutal way possible just because they touched your hat. I giggled as I ran out the door and hid in the woods. I had called the cops, pretending to be a concerned citizen who had just heard some screams. My god, I thought you were dead. I turned around and saw oh wait, that was not Toby. My god, I thought you were dead. I turned around and saw Toby standing not 10 feet away, looking shocked and relieved. He looked like he had lost weight, and there were dark circles under his eyes that even his goggles couldn't hide. Voice, what Clocky told you was the truth. As he walked towards me, I backed away until my back hit a tree. I cursed under my breath. Toby grabbed my chin and lifted my face up towards him. I tore my head away from his grasp. I started twitching uncontrollably. Voice, you know that I love you. Why won't you believe me? I could prove it to you. I felt Toby start to rub my tendrils. I tried to push him away, but he wouldn't budge. It was like trying to move a wall. I felt him grab my ass, and as he leaned in to kiss me, I punched in the nose, ducked under his arm and ran. I ducked into the first building I came across and found myself in an abandoned-looking house. I quickly hid in a small room under the stairs as I heard Toby run into the house. Where are you, Voice? I heard him running in a different direction. I sighed and sat there for 5 minutes before I heard Toby storm out of the house cussing. I breathed a sigh of relief and was about to leave the room when I heard someone crying. "Hello? If you're scared or alone, you can come out. I won't hurt you," I whispered in a soft, comforting tone. The sound of the crying reminded me of Benna when she would cry. I heard a little hiccup and saw a little boy covered in blood holding a bloody kusarigama. What the fuck? Crawl out from behind some boxes. "Mommy, I killed Daddy, then babysitter and big brother and little sister and our kittens. I'm sorry, Mommy. Please don't hate me." Fuck you, I will hate you as fucking much as you want. You just murdered innocent people and innocent kittens. What in the fuck are you doing, you little cunt? "Sorry, sweetie, I'm not your mom." Yes, sweetie, of course. I dropped the illusion and smiled down at the little boy. "But I will take you to my home. The people who live there will accept you and not judge you. Would you like that?" The little boy smiled, nodded, and showed me to his room. We packed a bag of clothes for him and gathered his red and black teddy bear. Then headed out of the house. I smiled as I gave him a piggyback ride like I used to with Benna. Oh, this is so heartwarming, isn't it? I'm VOICEBOX, by the way. What's your name and how old are you? Oh, fuck you! My name's Link, and I'm 7 years old. I was impressed he was only 7, yet managed to kill 4 people and some pets. Oh, that's so impressive. It took me a few seconds before I realized we would have a problem with names. Dark Link and Link. Grade 2 Link, so that isn't going to work. 2 Jacks in one house was confusing enough. Why are you suddenly so eager to go back after you left everyone like the irresponsible little bitch you are? I smiled as the perfect solution came to me. "Hey, since you used a kusarigama, which means karma, why don't we call you Karma?" "Okay, Mommy," Karma said. I smiled as Karma called me Mommy again. I liked the sound of that. I realized that it was time for me to stop running. Since Toby had found me anyway, I would rather be back with my family than alone. I had really missed Father, Benna, and Dark. I ran to the portal and Karma giggled as we went through. I laughed with him as I kept running the rest of the way home. I called out to Father and Dark that I was back and told them about Karma. Father said he would set up another room in the family wing, and that since Karma thought of me as his mom, that I would be his main caregiver. So no one is gonna ask why she was gone for all this time? As I walked through the door, I could see Dark Phoenix waiting in the living room. "Karma, you see that girl with the teal hair? That's Mommy's sister, your new aunt, Dark Phoenix. Go hang with her, alright?" I got to do some stuff. "Okay, Mommy." I watched Karma walk over to Dark. She smiled over at me as she picked Karma up and started playing with him and his bear Coda. Sorry about my voice, by the way. I'm not feeling too great, but hopefully that doesn't detriment the recording. The guys all came over and welcomed me back, saying how they had missed me and how things weren't the same since I had left. Benna ran up and hugged me tightly, and I laughed as she told me about how she had put red food coloring in Uncle Offender's rose-scented body wash, which had turned him pink for 3 days. He had blamed Ben and had chased him around the mansion until Benna had fessed up to it. After about 15 minutes, Tsume walked in and immediately hugged me. I wasn't comfortable with that, so I pushed Tsume away and walked over to Karma. "Hey, let's go introduce you to your new grandma or grandpa, alright little buddy?" "Okay, Mommy," Karma said as I picked him up and carried him upstairs to Father's office. I didn't even have the chance to knock before the door opened. Karma and I were swept into Father's arms, and I felt safe and happy for the first time in months. "I have missed you, baby girl." "I missed you too, Daddy." He chuckled and brushed my hair out of my face. "So, this is my new grandson. Hello, child. I am Slenderman." "Hi, I'm Karma, and I'm 7 years old." He smiled as he looked up at his new grandfather. "Can I call you Grandpapa? Fuck." "That is fine, Karma. Welcome to the family. Now I will show you to your new room. It is getting late and I know you are tired. Okay, Grandpa. Karma yawned as his eyes drooped and he snuggled into Father's arms. Father carried both of us to Karma's room, which had been decorated in a Japanese theme and had a weapon rack for his kusarigama. I don't fucking know what that is. Stop saying that. There were a lot of little boy toys in a toy box, well that isn't creepy at all, by the closet, and a few stuffed animals on the bed. We tucked Karma in for the night, and as soon as he fell asleep we left the room, leaving a nightlight on for him. I see Uncle Trender was here when I told you I was coming home with Karma. Oh wait, that's VoiceBox. It's so fucking hard to know who's talking. I see Uncle Trender was here when I told you I was coming home with Karma. Yes. As a matter of fact, Trender and Splendor are planning a welcome home party for you. We have all missed you. Father walked with me to my room and hugged me. Get some sleep, Shayla. We will talk more in the morning after you have rested. Alright, Father. Father kissed my forehead and tucked me into bed. I do not mind if you want to call me Daddy. I love you, my daughter. Wait, who is talking? I do not mind if you want to call me Daddy. I love you, my daughter. Good night. Oh, this is so fucking creepy. Night, Daddy. Love you too. Oh, Daddy. I was sound asleep before Father even got to the door. That was chapter 11. What the fuck happened in chapter 11? That was so... What happened? That was so pointless. She went away and then she came back. Oh... And that's the second to last chapter. Next time is the last chapter. What is gonna happen in the last chapter? Why is this so pointless? Thanks for listening. I guess tune in next time for part 12. Goodbye.